Hello, I am back, and I swear I will finish the tutorial and there won't be long waits, okay? But here we go. This is Boatless Part 2, and where we ended before, we did Canals 08, and now we're going into Canals 09. So Canals 09, Canals 09, Canals 09. It's probably the hardest map to do, for a beginner to do in Boatless, because, there's no room for error. You either have to do it right, or you take the airboat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what you do. My game doesn't crash. Oh, God. So, alright, so if you enter the map before, and you did Canals 07, like Canals 07 to get to do the no-clip stuff, you cannot save delete here, because you need to keep your speed. Or you can save delete here if you're low on HP, but that means you'll have to do the no-clip stuff to get yes clip on Canals 11, a map that you'll see at the end of the video. But if you want to try and do this, if you have above 90 HP, let's say, and you go into this map, you're just going to try and keep your speed, and then go like this. So you're going to come out, you're going to ASH, sort of cut the corner like that, AFH to cut the corner like that, and then this is the important one. So these two hops are the most important ones. So you're going to land here with enough speed into this slope right here, and this will knock you the right direction for the next hop. So if you do it right, you'll get like that, and then you're going to land in this set of water here. And then if you do it right, you should have over 2,000 speed entering the tunnel. And if you don't have over 2,000 speed, you probably won't make it. So there you go, like that. That's actually quite a bit of speed. And you're just going to strafe around like that. So that move is very specific. You pretty much have to do it that way in order to get into the tunnel like this. But you don't know, there is a couple backups I have here if you can't do it very fast. So let's say you just get here. Or you get here and you lose all your speed. What you can do is you can circle strafe into some ASHs here. And then do that to get the same angle. And there's also a last resort setup you can do, but let me show that again. A last resort setup you can do, like if you get over here, but this setup is really inconsistent. I don't like it at all. But what you do is you go into this area of the logs, in between these two logs right here, and then you look for this green dot here, and you look to the left of it, and then you sprint backwards and start jumping. I actually got it. But this tends to be very inconsistent, and I don't like it. And remember, it's important to have a lot of HP going in this tunnel. And like I said, you want to have about 2,000 speed. But yeah, you can either save delete at the start, or you can keep going in with speed. If you save delete at the start, like this, it'll look like this. And the reason you'd save delete is because your HP is too low, or you want to take the airboat. But yeah, you basically just do the same thing. After you save delete, you just won't have speed entering, so basically normal like that. But if you really just can't do the map, take the airboat. There's no places the airboat will get stopped on this map. You just go. So it's not that slow to take the airboat. There's no shame in it. So you just go forward, cut the corners tightly as you can, save as much time as possible. Try to avoid the bombs. The bombs can actually get you a slight boost like that as well. Yeah, try to cut that corner. It's a little tricky. My airboat skills aren't the greatest. Just a little FYI. But yeah, you just take the airboat all the way through to the end of the level, pretty much. And I'd even recommend going a little bit into the next level as well with the airboat, which you'll see in a second. But yeah, you get the idea. This next part coming up is actually still hard. I remember it being hard and casual. It's still kind of tricky if you don't land on it correctly. You might just fling off these. But yeah, there you go. So let me do this again. So I have my proper quick clip from Canals 07 here for demonstration purposes. Okay. Oh, you can hit a displacement there, which will knock you the wrong way, which is kind of annoying, but you can usually avoid it if you crouch while sliding up the slope. Like you hit the slope standing, then you crouch, which will kind of pull your legs up over them. But yeah, once you get here, what you can do is you can get up on the side here to avoid taking more damage, and you can also jump along the sides with a standing plus walk ABH to sort of get here a little bit faster. And then what I like to do here is I stand right here, I circle strafe, and just get some hops like that into the next level. So if you saw what I did there, is I hit the slope right here and sort of bounced around, trying to keep as much speed as I can. I have about 1,000, which is pretty good. And if you do it right, you can actually just go straight through this tunnel without having to save delete or anything again. So let me show that off again. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and turn around like that. And you want to have at least over 1,500 because your HP will be really low here to make it past that. And that's the part I'm talking about by taking the airboat all the way to. But if your HP is too low, you can just save delete. You can save delete, or you can take these. If you're accidentally, okay. Yeah, you can take these. Let me make a hard save here so that I can come back with the quick clip from Canals 07. Yeah, okay. But yeah, if you're low on HP but you came from Canals, or you did Canals 07, you can take these two boxes, come back over here to this corner. And then do this. And this is the same with save deletion, just don't get the boxes. So don't walk too far because the level change right here is right there. But yeah, you can like circle strafe and just go around the corner like that. And since you'll have a bit more HP, you can have a little bit lower speed here and be fine. But yeah, once you get here, if you have extra speed, you can land a hop here and just slide up this with more speed. But yeah, once you get up here, just go ahead and keep going. Not like that, but try and slope if you can, or land in the water. So once you get right here, you want to try and keep speed from before. And what I like to do is I like to slide off that and then like just go under through here. Probably won't be able to AFH like that. You can get a cool launch like that as well to get over here, but you don't necessarily have to do that. Let's see if I can actually keep speed here. It's actually kind of a weird angle. I'll try and, okay. What you can do also is you can bounce off that and go around like this, and then you can land in the very left or like very right side of this left like slanted area, right in the water to get a hop, and then you can angle that hop into the slope like that to get a similar launch like that. You can also just it's kind of splattery, and it's actually kind of precise. I don't really recommend doing it that much. You can also slope off that. Well, in theory, slope off that to land up there, and I can show you the route for when you get up there, if it'll let me. It's kind of an awkward site for this. There we go. But yeah, once you get up here, you can go this way. Be careful not to fall in between these two things, because you'll kind of get stuck. Then we're gonna go here and then go around right here because there's an invisible wall right here. Go around this way to get up here. And you can keep speed all the way to the end there, but I'll show you the bottom route, what you're going to do. So, what we're going to do here is I usually come out here and stop. Stop right here. Then what I'm going to do is circle strafe into some ASHs, and then AFH, and then bounce off that. And if you go too high, you can land on this crane to cancel all your fall damage, like that. But if you get a shallow launch, you don't have to do that. You can just sort of keep speed without having to do that. But yeah, once you get up here, We can go this way. You can also go down here, but I really don't recommend it because this slope will stop you at every like everywhere. There's just displacements that'll stop you everywhere along this ramp. So I really recommend trying to get up here instead of go that way. Yeah, once you get up here, we're gonna go this way. Slip off that, which will give us some air time to air control around like that. Then you can do a couple things here. You can like bounce in the water or slope off that like that and slide into the tunnel. And then we're in Canals 11. And this is where we actually will see quick clip in action. So if you do quick clip on Canals 07, you don't have to save delete here. Unless you save deleted before, then you have to save delete here and do quick clip. But I might as well go over quick clip here. So with quick clip, it's pretty simple. Just use a prop and jump through the wall. But it is a little bit weird because if a prop like gets inside you, so if it like wiggles or bounces when it hits the wall while you're like next to it, it'll make you get stuck in it. So you gotta hold it the right way so it doesn't like bounce when it hits the wall. Sort of like that. And the best way I found to get around that is if you look at the top right here with the CL show pause 1, which you just have in your auto exec. So at the top right here, you're basically going to find the number to be perpendicular to the wall or 90 degrees from the wall. So this wall is or to be perpendicular from this wall, I have to be around 180 degrees for this middle number here, which will work. Like getting close to that will make it work a bit better, I found. But yeah, that's a quick clip. That's if you did it in Canals 07 earlier. But if you did not do that, or if you had to save delete before because of low HP, we're going to save delete here. So what we're going to do here is, this is important for CL show pause, it's pretty much required to do this trick, is after you save delete, just jump into the airboat. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at the top middle number, not the top left number. It'll look kind of similar to the top middle number, but you want the top middle number. So we're just going to back up the airboat, but not go past 10,000, because if you go past 10,000, you'll hit the level change trigger. I'll turn triggers on here for you as well. Oh, I went way too far. This is what I'm talking about. Don't go too far. Make sure to make saves so that if you screw up like that, like me. But yeah, there we go. Just go ahead and get it like nice in the middle, kind of close to it. And we're going to get out. So the idea here is like before, we're going to get the airboat past the level change trigger, just so that we can teleport past it. And because the way the triggers are set up, the airboat will get deleted when you exit it, while the airboat's outside a specific trigger. So, which will activate the glitch. So, to do this without show triggers, we look at the top right. And what we're going to do, this is much easier than the other way, because you don't have to like do any fancy movement or anything. You just exit when the numbers are correct and enter. But here, what we're going to do is we're going to sprint forward on the front of the airboat and keep holding sprint and W. Do not like release W and like tap it forward. Just keep holding sprint and W. And when you see the top middle number reach 9970 and like go above it, press E, and you should teleport past this trigger. So if you do it right, so like this. I did it too early. You kind of want to anticipate it because it'll probably happen a bit faster than you expect. Once again, did it too early. The triggers are kind of making it kind of weird for me because you won't have it with triggers anyway, so I recommend just turning them off. There you go, like that. So in between 9970 and 10,000, because the trigger starts at 10,000. And now we're past the trigger, as you can see, and the level didn't change. If you hit the loading zone when you press E, then you did it wrong. But yeah, once we're at this point, look at the top middle number again. And in between 10,135 and like 10,160, like in between that, which isn't too hard to get, you're just going to press E while facing forward, and that'll get you into the no-clip state. Like this. Alrighty. So now that we're in the no-clip state, we're gonna get some supplies. So we actually entered the previous map, so we have to backtrack quite a bit here to get to the barnacle. But first, we're gonna get some supplies. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go take this route right here and do the W and spam D thing to get some speed. I'm gonna go into this warehouse. And we're going to break these 3 boxes, but the order is kind of important. So break the top one first, and then break this one, and then break that one. So like this. Make sure to grab the armor. And this is the most important box right here. You may be like, oh, I just dropped ammo. But it's really important because it'll make an SMG nade spawn later, which is highly important for Ravenholm later. Because now from this point forward, there's no save deletion at all until like the end of the run. So once we're here, we're going to go over here into this barnacle. If you're low on HP, you can also break this as well, if you want, and go over this barnacle. Like that. And we're going to stop back up here so that we can do like we did before to bounce off this red crate and finish the map pretty much the same way as we did before, if we can land a hop. And continue on. Like I said, plenty of room for improv with like just stuff like bouncing off random things to avoid some fall damage, or you know, hitting a lamp. Why not? But yeah, that's that. You have a quick clip now from that, doing that instead of what we did in Canals 07. Same as before. We can quick clip now if we can not get stuck in the stupid thing. There we go. And yeah, that'll be the end of this part. And the next part, we'll finish Boatless. And I promise it won't take like 3 months this time. So yeah. We'll go over this map and then next map and then the last map of Boatless. So see you then.